Most people think creating visuals like this still requires effort or experience, but it doesn't. This entire video was made from just a single image using an extremely simple framework, and more than 99% of people aren't even aware of it. That means most people are missing out on one of the simplest yet most powerful advantages in AI creation. They are working 10 times harder for results that take seconds once you know this framework. And today I'm giving you this exact framework so you can start creating results like this in minutes. So without wasting any time, let's get right to it. Most people, including me before this, try to describe angles the hard way with long sentences, vague directions, hoping the AI understands, but there are already simple, powerful terms that capture those angles perfectly, and when you use them, the AI responds with precision. It all comes down to, again, an extremely simple framework built on 4 layers, and once you understand these 4 layers, you can control almost any angle with tools like Nano Banana Pro. These layers, as you can see, are as follows. The first angle we have here is called angle family. This is simply the direction the camera faces the subject: front, profile, 3/4, or back facing. It instantly changes how your character or scene feels. The second layer we have here is the shot size. This tells the AI how close or far the camera is: close up, medium shot, wide shot. Each one adds its own emotion and context. The third layer is the camera height, which is straightforward. It's basically whether the camera is at eye level, low, high, or even ground level. This affects the tone of the shot. And finally, we have layer 4, shot dynamics. This includes things like a locked off frame, a subtle zoom in, a simulated dolly, a Dutch angle, or even a shift in focus. And just a quick note here, some shot dynamics come from video terminology, but AI can still apply them to single images by simulating the feeling or energy of the movement. This layer is optional for images, but it's an easy way to add intention and style your shot. I will also be demonstrating this layer by showing you its application on video generations in just a bit. Also, you can get direct access to the spreadsheet in my free school community. There you'll also find many other resources I've already shared in my previous videos, all for free. So if that sounds good, be sure to leave this video a like. The link to the community will be down in the description below. That said, now let's look at some angles I've created using this exact framework. Alright, so my base image is of a lady standing completely alone in an empty science fiction inspired dystopian environment, and all the images I'm going to show you is derived from this single base image. As for the model I used in this experiment, I used Nano Banana Pro, which is what I would heavily recommend you to use as well. But that said, let's start by looking at the simpler images I've created by just using terms from a single layer. For example, we have this one here, which is a ground level shot, and when we head over to our spreadsheet, we can see that it falls under layer 3, which is the camera height, and you can also see that each term has its corresponding description and purpose. In this case, ground level's description is camera near ground, extreme low, and its purpose is focuses on feet, ground action, or emphasizes height of subject. And I think we can see here that Nano Banana Pro was able to reflect this image perfectly according to our instruction here. Now let's take a look at another example, and I'll go with this one here. It says medium wide cowboy shot, which is the same thing. Again, let's head back to our spreadsheet, and we can see that it falls under layer 2, and this one's description says ties to head, and also in parentheses popular in westerns. We can see that in the image, that's exactly what we are seeing. The frame starts from her thighs and goes all the way up to her head, all being visible. And for its purpose, it says action framing, shows hands and weapons or accessories, and I think again that it was able to portray that perfectly. Now let's look for another one. For example, this one here, it says establishing shot. Let's take a look at which layer this one falls under, and we can see that it is under shot size, and the description is environment first, subject contextualized, and the purpose is to set the location and scale at the start of a scene. Again, I think we are able to see this portrayed by Nano Banana Pro perfectly, which is awesome. Though she kind of looks different in this image, but it's nothing that can be fixed by, trying it again, and of course updating this prompt by saying make sure the subject looks exactly the same. But now that we are done with the simpler images, let's look at more advanced usages that uses terms from more than a single layer. So for example, we have this one here. it says extreme close-up and Dutch angle. When we look at their descriptions and their purposes, we can see that first of all, extreme close-up falls under layer 2, and its description is eyes, mouth, or fine facial details fill the frame, and the purpose is for high tension, intense emotion, focus on minute detail. And as for the Dutch angle, it falls under layer 4, and its description is that camera is tilted on its roll axis, and its purpose is disorientation, madness, psychological tension, or dynamism. And when we look at this image again, it was able to portray both of these instructions perfectly. First of all, her face is filling the entire screen, and we can also see that the frame is tilted to the left, or in this case tilted to the right, so she's leaning to the left. All right, so now let's take a look at this one. This one says rear facing and wide shot, so it uses instructions from 2 layers. When we look at rear facing, we can see that it is from layer 1, the angle family, and its description is camera behind the subject. Its purpose is mystery, focus on environment, and audience identification. And a wide shot is full body visible, environment prominent, and the purpose is to show action, posture, and subject in relation to setting. And I think we can see that being portrayed here again, which is great. Now let's take a look at another example. So we have this one here, and we can see that this one actually uses terms from all layers. We got extreme close up, Dutch angle, from camera left, and profile. And I think it was able to again portray this almost perfectly. The only problem I see in this image is the fact that for profile, when you look at the instruction here or the description, it says only one of the eyes should be visible, but in our case you can see that both of her eyes are visible in this image. But other than that, everything looks perfect. Then we have this one here, which is called the rack focus, and when we look at our spreadsheet, we can see that it falls under layer 4, and its description says focuses shifts from one plane to another, and the purpose is to direct the viewer's eye to a key narrative element. And we can see that in this case it takes the focus off her to the background. We are also going to see the application of rack focus on videos in a while. Next we have this one here, and it says front facing, medium shot, eye level, Dutch angle, basically using terminology from 4 of the layers. And we can see again that it was able to portray this one as well perfectly. So we got the Dutch angle tilt here, and then front facing, looking at her face directly, then a medium shot, and finally at eye level. And that is exactly what we are seeing as well. So I hope you can already see just how powerful this framework is and how much simpler it makes it for us to get exactly what we want. Now I don't want to leave you before showing you the application of layer 4 on videos, which also works exceptionally well and is a game changer. But before I do, if you did enjoy the video up until this point, be sure to leave it a like, as it greatly helps my channel. And if you want to see more videos like this in the future, be sure to subscribe and turn the notification bell on. Now back to the video. Alright, so the first video here is showcasing a slow zoom in. You can also see the prompt to the top right. For the model I used to generate this, it's Kling 01, which actually does an exceptionally great job. Now I'm just gonna play so that you can see it for yourself. Alright, next we have a video that showcases a slow zoom out. By the way, the reference image I use here is the same base image I showed at the beginning of the video. Alright, so this is the slow zoom out. Next we have a demonstration of dolly in. And when we look for dolly in our spreadsheet, we can see that it says the entire camera physically moves toward or away from the subject. That's basically what we are seeing here. Now let's look at the next video, which is an example of dolly out. This is basically the exact opposite of dolly in. In dolly in, it moves towards the subject, and in dolly out, it moves away from the subject. And the next example we have here is a Dutch angle shot. We saw what this looked like when creating images, and this is how it looks like on videos. Alright, now let's look at our next video here, which is a rack focus shot. We also saw what this looked like when we generated an image using it, right? Now this is what it looks like with videos. Again, I'm using the exact same base image I've used at the beginning of the video. So we can see that the focus moves from her to the background. And the next video we have here is a reverse rack focus, which basically does the opposite. And you can see that the focus moves from the background to our subject. So that's about it with the video. I hope you enjoyed it and that I was able to provide value. If you think I did, again, be sure to leave a like. And if you want to see me film any kind of videos in the future, I would love to hear about them down in the comment section. And again, I'll be sharing the spreadsheet I showed in this video in my free school community, so definitely check that out. And I also have a premium school community where I share more exclusive resources, so check that out as well. But with that said, have a great day. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.